The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Coming up tonight, crowds of COI supporters welcome Iram Lewis at the airport in Grand Bahama earlier today. Coalition of Independence leader Lincoln Bain joins me. Tonight, is the coalition looking at courting other FNMs who have not been tapped on the shoulder? We asked that question. Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alcides talks about those new tariffs put on by the Trump administration on the Bahamas. Does the Bahamas have need to worry at this point? And later tonight, Ian Thomas is here. No Rose with him, but he has some deals and savings just in time for the weekend. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Well, more than 24 hours later, the news of Iram Lewis leaving the Free National Movement to join the Coalition of Independence is settling in. This morning, members of the Coalition of Independence gathered outside the airport in Grand Bahama to welcome him back to the island. So what's next for Lewis and the COI? Coalition of Independence leader Lincoln Bain is here this evening to talk about making history yesterday, Iram Lewis's role in the party now, and how the coalition plans on using their seat in the House of Assembly to drive their message and policies. Well, it's good to have you here, Mr. Bain. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Listen, you made history. The Coalition of Independence made history yesterday for the very first time in our parliamentary history in this Westminster system. A member of Parliament crossed the floor, that's not the historic part, to a third party.
Yes.
Talk about that, just that feeling, because you were in the gallery, you observed it, you saw it happening. I mean, obviously, you would have known that it was going to take place, but just the fact that this happened and it's now official.
Yeah, it was history. The Prime Minister acknowledged that was history, and so did the FNM. It was history, and it was very symbolic and significant because the tide is shifting. People are tired of the same old, same old. They're tired of pulling for the Lakers Celtics, Saxons Valley, the same that we're used to. Now they want to try something different. And so, because what they've had before has been failing them. And so when it happened, it was natural progression for me. So I knew it was going to happen because we were in conversations with Iram and other politicians for some time. And he was...
Other politicians in the House now?
Yes, of course. And those who were in the House before.
Okay.
And, a lot of people are disenfranchised with where the country is going at this time. The FNM and PLP is failing. And it's the system that is failing. It doesn't matter who the players are that they bring forward, who the candidate is, who the leader is. There's a system of the FNM and PLP, and that is what is failing. And so when it happened in the House of Assembly, we saw the shock on the FNM's faces, and they were disturbed. But even more so, we saw the shock on the PLP's faces. Because, Shanique, normally when someone crosses the floor, the other side, they celebrate and they jeer the other side, etc. But this time, they were quiet. And we took pictures of them on that side. The faces looked like terror.
No. You all truly had the mic drop moment of 2025 to date because like what? Okay, fine. He crossed the floor to go where? Where? That was like all of that happened at once.
Yeah, and so it makes me think that normally political parties, governing parties, they appreciate third parties because third parties make it more difficult for the opposition. You see, with George Bush, he got 2 terms because of Ralph Nader and the Green Party. Obama got 2 terms because of the Tea Party. And so that's normally how it works.
Yeah.
But this time it's like they are afraid, not that we're going to be a disruptor or take some votes. They're afraid that we could win.
The PLP is shaking, you're saying.
Of terror on their
so let's
faces.
just talk about this for a moment. You were saying, let's just talk about the PLP's response and how you were saying, listen, the position they're in right now. You were saying, right now as it stands, as a result of what happened yesterday, the PLP is nervous.
Yes, I think so, because you can tell by what their paid trolls do. You know, they pay political trolls. They admit that. They pay political trolls, and their political trolls didn't go out there attacking Pintard and the FNM. They immediately started attacking the COI. Why would you attack the COI? You should be glad about the COI. You should now be trying to weaken your enemy, if that's your formidable enemy. Whoever the one that is a threat is, you attack them. And the fact that their trolls, their paid trolls, started attacking us means that they got instructions, because paid trolls don't move unless they get instructions. They got instructions to go after us because we are now a threat in their eyes. That's how we see it.
Now, we talked about how the PLP is perhaps feeling right now as a result of yesterday. How do you suppose the FNM is feeling?
I don't think they're feeling any different than they've been feeling. They have been in turmoil for quite some time now, and this is just a part of the continuing turmoil that they've been going through. They're in absolute disarray. They have a leader who does not have good leadership ability, according to a lot of persons in the FNM. And so that's where a lot of their problems is going to come from. A leader has to be confident. Even Tommy Turnquest allowed Hubert Ingram to run. All right? Hubert Ingram ran. It wasn't a threat.
On a Tommy Turnquest-led ticket.
Yes. So what's the problem? There are other leaders from around the world. Winston Churchill, you go to England and think of many different people who ran and they sat in the back bench. But they got the respect of the fact that they represented that constituency and they were allowed to continue to run but not be prime minister. But this seems to be threatened. Now, I am not interested in getting in their business. I'm just telling you, based on what I'm seeing, that's what's going on. Just based on what
you were able to determine. Well, let's just talk about this. Is the Coalition of Independents working to replace the FNM? I remember the last time you were here on the show.
No.
Wait. You were here on the show and you said a growing number of FNMs are showing interest in the Coalition of Independents. What did you mean by that?
We're not looking to replace the FNM. We're looking to replace the Progressive Liberal Party. They're the government right now. The FNM is not even relevant to us right now. They are being paid to oppose. They're being paid to keep the government's foot to the fire. They're failing at that miserably. They're voting for everything the PLP puts forward. They are weak. They don't seem to know what to do, and they are infighting when they should be holding the government's foot to the fire. We are paying them for that, okay? Not for photo ops and the kind of stuff. We are paying them to give us results. And so we're looking to replace the Progressive Liberal Party. Now, in terms of you speaking about
the support, FNM
supporters
supporters
of FNMs, we have support from FNMs and PLPs. You have support from Bahamians who are fed up. There are Bahamians on all sides who are just tired. There are people who haven't voted in years who are now saying they're going to vote because they want to see the change. They feel like the country will be lost if something doesn't happen. They feel like we are at the critical point.
Right.
And this is the most critical election in Bahamian history. And if we don't win this, our country is going to be lost.
Wow,
and so we have support from both sides.
Very, very powerful statement.
When you see our events around the country, if you look at our event in Abaco, they saw PLPs and FNMs. They're staunch. That they know that these are big players, and they're like, wow, what are they doing there?
You are getting the attention of people who before now would not have even ventured off.
Yes, in South Andres, we had an event there. It was packed to capacity. That's South Andres. That's the belly of the PLP. And they saw the people who came out, and they were like, no, how are they there? You saw our Vision 2030. That was packed to capacity. People couldn't fit there. People were sitting on the ground and sitting in the aisles and standing around all night. After 12, we were finished hours before that, and people were still there refusing to leave. And so something is happening on the ground, and they can ignore us if they want, but they're going to feel in the end. And some people say, no, you all can't win. We're not doing this because we believe that we're going to win. We're doing this because we believe that this is right.
The right thing to do.
Yes.
Right at this time, the right time. Let's talk about, and I'm gonna move away from the FNM, but you kind of just teased for a moment about the fact that other members of Parliament might be open to doing just what and following Iram Lewis's lead. You care to maybe hint at who they may be? We see today, for example, in the dailies that Adrian Gibson, well, we know why, is not going to get his tap on the shoulder. We know about Dr. Minnis, and I imagine there are a few others, maybe even in the Progressive Liberal Party as well. So who are you talking to?
I'll just leave it like this. Like I said before, Michael Pintard, when you walk into the House of Assembly and you sit down, look to your left, look to your right, and you wonder who's next. As simple as that.
Oh, this sound, well, wait a minute now. This sound like this here in motion, like this, these talks are in Shannon Dunn, the deputy. Lincoln, okay, what is Iram Lewis's role in the coalition? I mean, he is the voice and the face now in Parliament for the Coalition of Independence. What is his role going to be? Of course, as you head towards an election, but right now the fact is, Parliament is still in session.
His role is going to be to fight for the Bahamian people in Parliament. When you're in one of those two political parties, you can only say what you're permitted to say. You can only do what you're permitted to do. And they put handcuffs on you. Now there's going to be no handcuffs on him. Remember who we are, the Coalition of Independence. People think that's an oxymoron. Actually, it's not. Coalition of Independent Thinkers. And so now you are free to express yourself. But that has to be in line with the Bahamian people. And so we are looking to go in there and put the agenda of the Bahamian people forward. We're going to reveal information and put it on the government's record, on the public record. We're going to stand up for the Bahamian people. So if you haven't paid the police reservists, as has happened, the police reservists have not been paid at all for this year.
Since December.
At all.
Yeah.
And when they were paid the last time, that was what they were owed for last year. So they're treating them horribly and then telling them to guard them and take care of crime in this country. You have persons pensionable, not pensionable, and they've not gotten letters for 10, 15 years.
That is just wild. The public service continues to have those people engaged.
And stand up and speak up for the Bahamian people. That is unlawful. And I can guarantee you, when we get to the House of Assembly, we're going to put a law in place that if you are there past your probation working for government, you are automatically PNP. Permanent and pensionable.
Yes, absolutely.
Automatically. We should not be, as a government, requiring the business community to treat their labor properly, but we are doing this to our labor in this country. I'm talking to every civil servant in this country right now. When you vote for the Coalition of Independence, when you vote for the Coalition of Independence, you are voting to make sure that you get justice. Police officers are going to get their gratuity. Those who are not permanent and pensionable are going to be, that wrong is going to be righted right away. Every civil servant is going to be treated with justice. You won't even need a union anymore. Just like we are fighting for the people now, you're going to think your government is your union.
So this is going to be a different way of governing, way of governing where the people are priority and you get them, you obviously trying to put their needs first.
Shanique, in one country in this world, we got to be first. When you go to the U.S. Departure Lounge, they have a special line for them and a long line for you. When you go to college in the U.S., there's a different price for them and a different price for you. And I understand that and I appreciate that. That's how it's supposed to be. In this country, foreigners get all the advantage. How could that be? They get all the advantage, the consultancy, the land, everything. The red carpet is rolled out for them. They could have a dream, want to build a hotel. Our prime minister will go find the money for them to do it and give them the land, give away their own house, give away their own office. But they wouldn't do this for Bahamians in this country. No, we're going to change this country so that Bahamians are put first and we reap the benefits of this country. And if that's too much for some people to ask because they love their party too much to have something like that, then that's on you. Curse yourself, but don't curse your children. I am paying taxes now, me, because my father didn't fight his generation. He let Hubert Ingram and Perry Christie and all those guys rape this country and borrow us into oblivion. My grandfather didn't fight Pop Simonet and Pinlin and those generation. Well, we are going to stand up to this generation and we're going to make sure that the agenda is for us, not for a small group of people. And we're going to empower every Bahamian. That's our agenda. And that is going to start now. Being in the House of Assembly, you're going to hear a different message in that House of Assembly.
A shift in the tone.
Yes.
Many nations are now, including the United States, Canada, other nations, Europe, really zeroing in on immigration and obviously trying to get rid of whether it's illegals or sometimes even those who are naturalized or somewhere along that line. How you plan on handling immigration matters that Bahamians can't, we're still fumbling over this?
God is a God of decency and order. If I come to your house and I come through the back window, instead of coming to the front door and ringing the doorbell, I'm out of order. I shouldn't jump through your window. And so all we are asking is for people to come the right way. Do it right. We're not against immigrants. You can come help us work as long as you're not doing something that we could do, but come the right way. That's just decency. Okay? It doesn't matter your situation. Come the right way. So that we can know how much beds we need, we can manage our country. We know how much hospital beds we need, so Bahamians are not running out of hospital beds. We know how much blood we need, so we're not running out of blood and people dying because we don't have enough blood because immigrants are taking it over. We know how much housing we need. The housing crisis is right now going crazy because immigrants are taking over the apartments and the houses. $1,500 for one bedroom. That's because of illegal immigration. Okay? We need this to be proper, and we need them to have a proper life when they come here. We don't need you living in the bushes. We don't need you to not have a bank account so people are robbing you. We don't need you here legally so that if someone rapes you, you're afraid to go and make a police complaint. Or if someone robs you, you don't want to make a complaint. We want a proper society for all of us. We want decency in our country. And so we're going to make sure that everyone has an incentive to come here the right way. And if you come the wrong way, we're going to deal with you. You're going to jail. Simple as that.
Meanwhile, of course, we know people say about a year and a half away from the general election. What does yesterday's crossing over onto a third party for the first time in the history of our parliamentary system do for the coalition in terms of confidence level and maybe just fine-tuning your message moving forward? Yesterday
did not bring momentum to the Coalition of Independence. The momentum of the Coalition of Independence led to yesterday. And so there's been a momentum on the ground. Before election came and went, and we were still out there fighting for the Bahamian people. We never stopped. We were out there doing what we have to do, educating the people so their eyes could be open, fighting for people where we had to, protesting, holding the government's foot to the fire, making them change their policies. We were fighting the whole time, and people respect that. And so nothing is going to change. We are going to continue to do what we've been doing.
Lincoln Bain, thank you very much. Lincoln Bain, of course, leader of the Coalition of Independence, here this evening to talk about R.M. Lewis's welcome to Grand Bahama earlier today, and of course the historic crossover that happened yesterday and the way forward for the Coalition of Independence now that they have a voice in Parliament to participate in debates and helping frame, I guess, legislation and all this stuff. Lincoln, thank you very much for joining me here on Beyond the Headlines. Good seeing you. This is Beyond the Headlines. When we come back, we're going to give some opinions on all of this and also look at those tariffs that Bahamians are paying attention to. 10%, yeah, of all things exported from here to the United States. What are your thoughts? We're back in a moment.
Rejuvenate, refresh, treat yourself. Immerse yourself in total comfort. Pamper yourself. After all, you're worth it. Relax. Rid yourself of all life's stresses. At Baja Retreat Anti-Aging Spa, you will find everything you need to enhance your body and spirit. Call today at 323-6711 and begin your journey to serenity at Baja Retreat Anti-Aging Spa.
You work hard to provide for and protect the ones you love. However, life can present unexpected challenges. Who you call in times of need matters. Insurance Management is a Bahamian-owned company that has been serving our community for over 40 years, offering a wide range of coverage for all of your personal, professional, and commercial needs. When life happens, rest easy knowing that our skilled and experienced agents are there for you in your time of need, so that you can get back to what matters most. Insurance management. Nobody does it better.
At the Water and Sewage Corporation, safety and convenience are our top priorities. However, our meter readers face challenges that can make their job difficult. Locked gates to guard dogs sometimes leads to missed readings and estimated bills, which can be frustrating for you and us. That's why we're upgrading to digital meters. They bring safety, accuracy, and convenience to homes across the Bahamas. We can streamline data collection, reduce on-site visits, and provide more accurate bills with no more estimates. Digital meters also help detect leaks early, saving you from costly bills and reducing water waste. Soon, a user-friendly app will let you track your water usage, manage bills, and stay informed, all at your fingertips. Over the next year, we're rolling out digital meters nationwide, transforming how we serve you with a safer and cost-efficient water supply. To learn about our digital meters, visit our website or call us today. And don't forget to update your information at any of our locations.
Attention Bahama! Get ready to link up in Eleuthera. Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group, Colette, Bahama Sin, and the Rock Sound Homecoming Committee present KB and Friends Boatman Show, April 18th and 19th in beautiful Rock Sound, Eleuthera. At the homecoming site, April 18th, experience the boatman himself, KB. Mama D, Colin McDonald, and the Falcons. April 19th, the vibes keep going with Ancient Man, Fanshawn, Terrero, Keisha, and the King of the South, Avi. With music by DJ Rap, Pop Style, DJ Lodge, and DJ Andy. Don't miss the Boatman Easter Weekend concert. Book your flights, rooms, and rentals now. For info, email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Telephone 558-3804. Don't miss the ultimate Boatman concert. See you in Eleuthera, April 18th and 19th.
If you enjoy watching Beyond the Headlines, take advantage of our exclusive offers with 4 15-minute interview segments at $1,200 and 20 30-second TV ads at $2,000. Contact 557-0258 or 557-0259 for more information. Go beyond with Beyond the Headlines.
This segment of Beyond the Headlines is brought to you by the Legends of Rake and Scrape, May 10th at The Farm, Marshall Road.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Well, we're going to jump right in. Of course, you saw in the first segment, the Coalition of Independence leader Lincoln Bain joined me talking about making history yesterday. As you all know very well by now, R.M. Lewis, the Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, crossed the floor to the COI. And so the COI now has a Member of Parliament in the House of Assembly. Well, we're going to get and sort of get in right there. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, contributor Ellington Ferguson. Good evening to you, Ellington. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Shanique. Certainly it's a pleasure to be here once again.
Your response to, you heard Lincoln say a lot and talk a lot even about the way forward and what the focus is for the party, but your response to what he had to say about R.M. Lewis and the role that he will play in Parliament for the COI.
I think it's a very, very interesting response from Mr. Bain. Obviously, the Free National Movement, the Progressive Liberal Party, has got to look at Mr. Bain and the Coalition of Independence. They got to take a second look over there and kind of study what's happening, because there is, in fact, a ground movement. As I move through the country, persons that I know that were one of those political persuasion, and they are staunch. And I mean, I'm not talking just no ignorant person that doesn't understand certain things. These are people of means, but people just kind of fed up the way we've been doing things. And so, yes, Mr. Bain has been making tremendous movement in the political arena in this country, and that move by R.M. Lewis, it's a major win for the Coalition of Independent. What does it do for R.M. Lewis? How does that transfer? It depends on his performance during this time.
How he's been representing Central Grand Bahama to this point.
For right now, I don't think that has much to do, knowing the demographics of Grand Bahama. I don't think he has that kind of or have had that kind of impact in Grand Bahama. He could now demonstrate going forward. Let's say Lincoln Bain alluded to them being under handcuffs as to what they can say and what they can do. If that, in fact, was the problem or situation there, Hiram Lewis now has an opportunity to demonstrate his real worth on behalf of the Coalition of Independents now in the Parliament.
I wanted to ask you what difference you think it'll make, how much more interesting will debates be, given that there will be sort of a third angle coming up and making contributions to those debates?
Again, based on Mr. Bain stated that he will be able to put the coalition message forward. It depends on his delivery. It depends on what he does. It's not Hiram Lewis' personality is still what exists there in the Parliament. We've heard from him. We've heard his contribution, and I've listened to him a lot of times, and I think he's been pretty good. He's not been that over dynamic personality, but he's been pretty good with his delivery. He sought to be somewhat balanced. Sometimes when you hear some of them being balanced, you know that something is happening when they're being fair and balanced with their own party. And so, yeah, it depends on what he do. He has an opportunity to demonstrate what he's about, what he has in him, and to go ahead and put forth that message. Let's see if that message is strong enough coming from him to reverberate in the Parliament and across the country.
And outside the Parliament.
Absolutely.
Let's move forward. We see, of course, the Free National Movement is yet to launch its official candidates for the upcoming general election. However, they are dropping little tidbits here and there. We've seen just today that Adrian Gibson, I mean, nobody is saying, but Adrian Gibson will not get that tap on the shoulder. Of course, Adrian Gibson is the sitting member of Parliament for Long Island. We know, of course, Dr. Minnis, Killarney member of Parliament, a different story there. Someone who is visible, hardworking, still enjoys a great deal, perhaps majority popularity in that constituency, will not be getting a nomination as well. Your thoughts about where the FNM finds itself while trying to get through this, also almost saddled with this cloud that's hanging over, with the Hiram Lewis move and everything else that's kind of happening? I'm
not sure what Pintard knows or what information he has. Obviously, I don't believe that he's making the right moves. Number one, to unify the Free National Movement. I don't see that happening.
That word continues to come up. Monday evening, I had an MCM, Kendall Jit Culmer on the show, who is a highly regarded FNM member. I understand that he is a founding member, so someone who basically is, one of the pillars of the party. He talked about unity as well and being a unifier.
And I think what is going to happen, the things that he's now embroiled in, is too close to the possibility of an election. A progressive liberal party is watching these movements. And I hear people talking about a snap election, and if the Progressive Liberal Party feel in and of itself with all of the issues that they have going on, that they can pull themselves together and call a snap on the Free National Movement, I can promise you they will do it. But Mr. Pintard is creating fights, and I say creating fights that basically does not exist. He's afraid of Hubert Minnis's shadow and upsetting the cart, giving himself more work to do. So here it is, while you're supposed to be in these various constituencies getting things together, you're going to have to be in one or two constituencies fighting for your very life. And I think that is ill-advised. Who's ever behind the scene, I'm not sure with the movers and shakers behind the scene, who's talking to him or who's giving him advice. This is not going to bode well for the Free National Movement. Last time, the Coalition of Independents already displace another party. They displaced the DNA. And look like they're really coming for the jugular, and they're going to displace somebody else again. And so you've got to be very careful. You can't dismiss Mr. Bain and what's happening in those there. I've seen some credible people that is now following the Coalition of Independents, and so you've got to watch all these political movements.
Quite an interesting political season. That's for election season. That's
absolutely.
For sure. Yeah.
And then changes in the air in the Bahamas.
Yeah, listen, the government is closely monitoring the global trade tension sparked by a new 10% tariff imposed by the United States, while questions swirl about the possible impact on the Bahamian economy. Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alcides is assuring the Bahamian people, though, that there is no need to panic just yet. Delano Roca has the story.
The government is taking a wait-and-see approach following the U.S.'s latest move to impose sweeping tariffs, some as high as 40%, on imports from countries like China, Switzerland, and Cambodia. While the Bahamas isn't directly affected, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alcides says officials are monitoring the global ripple effect while focusing on protecting the local economy.
You know, the United States is our major trading partner. They will remain our major trading partner. We are adopting a wait-and-see attitude. We realize that things change very rapidly, so something that might be on today could be off later on today.
Alcides notes that while the country sits near the bottom of global tariff targets, the Davis administration isn't taking any chances, developing strategies to safeguard Bahamian interests in case the international situation worsens.
We don't see an immediate major impact. What it is 10% tax being put on goods being imported into the United States at the baseline for those countries. As you know, we have been pursuing a trade diversification policy as part of our efforts to reduce the cost of living in the country, finding ways to source goods from other countries.
Still, the minister admits the broader concern is how these changes may impact the global financial system, and by extension, vulnerable economies like the Bahamas.
Our greater concern from a government perspective is the impact of this trade war on the global economy. And so we're hopeful that an all-out trade war leading to recession and economic slowdown can be avoided.
Though unable to influence U.S. trade policy, Alcides believes the Bahamas' proximity to the U.S. and its stable positioning offer a buffer, at least for now.
Proximity serves us. So, you know, if there's recession in the U.S., perhaps the person who would have taken a vacation in Europe or in the Far East or down there in Bali and those places, maybe they'll stay closer and come to the Bahamas. So we remain optimistic, but it's something that's concerning and we have to continue to watch.
Following the United States' 10% tariffs on international countries, the Davis administration is bracing for what the fallout might be and what that might mean for Bahamian consumers. I'm Delano Roker, Eyewitness News.
There you have it, Ellington, in that story by Delano. Economic Affairs Minister Michael Alcides saying basically, you know, hold up, you know, guys, we still in an okay position. There is no need to, because people are fearful of many things. How is this going to impact the economy, business? We've seen certain industries already speaking out. You know, and is this sort of the prelude to a recession? Your thoughts?
It's a very interesting time in the global trade wars. Obviously, every country has got to plan and manage their own economy and how they do things for themselves. You cannot just depend on somebody else to manage your affairs. With that said, of course, most of our products come from the United States of America. This is going to have some initial minimal fallout. Okay, what President Trump is doing for reciprocal tariffs, nations that has higher tariffs on their stuff, and so he's putting tariffs on them. Some tariffs as high as 100% that some nations have on the United States of America. So yes, there's going to be some initial fallout, but I believe in the end, when this began to take shape and factories and products began to be made in America again, it's first of all going to be good for America, and hopefully we will continue to get the benefits. But these are not targeted towards the Bahamas. Obviously, they're targeting those other nations that they have significant trade with.
Yeah, quite interesting. Ellington, thank you very much. It's good to have your thoughts and opinions here in this segment.
My pleasure,
yes,
always.
Of course. I mean, quite an interesting news week.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. Absolutely. You know, we got a whole. We're gonna just be scoping the scene. Lincoln, did you hear him hint that maybe another F&M will be following our
Well,
Lewis?
he warned Pintar to look left and look right.
Who sits on the left?
Is it I? Is it?
Anyways, listen.
Interesting comments coming from Mr. B.
I absolutely agree. Listen, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to shift gears and we're going to spend some time with Ian Thomas of Direct Marketers. Coming up right after the break.
Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group presents The Legends of Rakin Spray. Get ready for the biggest names in Bahamian music live on stage. KB, Funky D, Chino D, T-Ma, Sweet Emily, Simeon Outen, Veronica Bishop, and more like the Singing Bishop. Mark your calendars for Saturday, May 10th at the Farm, Marshall Road. Gates open at 6 p.m. General admission 80, VIP 120. Tickets available at Missouri, Bookkeeper and at the Beauty Shack, both locations. Skyboxes and Skypod. Call ESC Distributors at 394-0819. Or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Saturday, May 10th, come by boat and play and experience the legends of Rake and Scrape. Brought to you by Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group, BSC Distributors, Missouri, The Plug, The Beauty Shack, Bahamas Inn, Bookie Brand, and Caribbean Wines and Spirits.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian tangs, and if you got tangs to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
7.5 years, but I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger. I'm calling you Rick and Sheila.
I win. At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Lock Sportsbook.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
If you enjoy watching Beyond the Headlines, take advantage of our exclusive offers with 4 15-minute interview segments at $1,200 and 20 30-second TV ads at $2,000. Contact 557-0258 or 557-0259 for more information. Go beyond with Beyond the Headlines.
Drive the future with brand new 2024 electric vehicles. EV Motors, powering your journey.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Well, as I told you before, we're going to shift gears and talk to Ian Thomas. Of course, you know, Ian is with Direct Marketers, and he comes by regularly to talk about where you can shop and save that money. In fact, save even more money. As you know, we are already experiencing some savings. And so you're in luck. Pull up a chair, take some notes, maybe even tape this because you want to see exactly what he has on offer and also where you can go to get some wonderful deals. Hello, Ian. Good evening to you. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines.
Hey, good evening, Miss Shanique Miller. How are you?
Excellent.
That's wonderful. Boy, these cameras just sometimes throw me off. Yeah, man. Good evening, Bahamas. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am here from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. I think that's enough time?
One more.
Okay. 552-0212. Hey, listen here. You have me for a puppy show up here. Hey, listen here, man. I'm so happy to be here. Normally, I end with this product, but I'm going to start here. And I wrote a little something. Is your penis sad and depressed, just hanging around the house? moping and being completely useless. There's nothing cute about a big old floppy penis not being able to do anything. That's why I want you guys to go ahead and give me a call at 5520212 and get yourself the bully pill. The bully pill is going to change your
Might as well
life.
talk with the rose after that introduction. But go ahead, yes.
I was at the beach the other day and a guy came up to me and he was like, Ian, I saw you on Beyond the Headlines with Shanique Miller. And he said, I just had to give you a call. I said, what happened? He said, there was a death in my family. I said, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, who died? He said, my penis. So if you want to resurrect your penis and have a nice, strong erection so you and your partner can be happy, Shanique was just looking at me and I feel her eyes just piercing at me. You want to give me a call. The bully pill is so easy to get. It's $55 for a bottle of 6. It's all natural. So if individuals are on any diabetic medication or if they're on high blood pressure medication, it won't interfere. You just take it, drink some water, half an hour later, boom, you're ready to go. It stays in your system for about 2 to 3 days. So, you know, it's going to do something good.
So you don't need to take another one?
No, you don't need to take another one. It's not a vitamin. And like I said times in the past, after the physical part of the relationship is gone, that could be something that's really, really, you know, problematic in the future. Relationships, you know, either someone is dealing with infidelity, or there might be medical issues, or something might, or people are just, you know, financial, whatever it is. You want to try to maintain a good relationship. Don't let that part of the relationship run away. So give me a call for the bully pill. It's right here, 5520212, 5520212. And it's so funny that you talked about the rose. I'm in the food store and people are walking up to me, why did you sell Prophetess a rose? I was like, what? I said, I believe in giving people their flowers while they're alive.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Ian, go to the next item. Go.
That's a good one.
Oh my God.
It kind of puts a spin on
the rose, yeah.
Okay, put a spin on, hey, you're coming to church?
How put a spin?
You'll get it on the way driving home.
Yeah.
Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. InfoSec Inc., Bahamas. I know you are a big proponent of people getting education and furthering yourself.
Yes.
If that's something that you believe in, furthering your education and advancing yourself to be more valuable in today's working environment is vital to someone's personal success. Individuals should be mindful that employers are seeking the most competent candidates that they can get their hands on to help the company grow and maintain competitive standards. And that's what InfoSec Inc. Bahamas is all about. They were established in 2017, and they offer the first ever online learning platform of its kind in the Bahamas. These courses are led by highly skilled, experienced instructors who are adjunct university professors. You know what adjunct means? I had to Google that.
What does it mean?
Adjunct.
It's almost like a sort of a not full-time, so temporary kind of person who's engaged at a college or university.
Yes. I getting educated right here. So So now remember, InfoSec offers rolling courses, meaning these courses will run every quarter. So for those interested, please look out for upcoming dates. InfoSec prides themselves on delivering flexible, engaging online courses designed to empower individuals in both their careers and entrepreneurial ventures. Now, these are 2-hour courses, 2-hour weekly live virtual classes, self-paced, meaning that you go at your own pace and outside of the class. So it's wonderful. You're going to be able to. It won't interfere in your routine. Now, some of the courses that are available: Introduction to HR, that's human resources. Introduction to HR practices, building data skills, Excel 1, Power of Communication, the Startup Blueprint, Essentials of Business, Crafting Documents and Presentations, Mastering Leadership and Management, Digital Marketing Playbook, Project Management Kickstart, Data Analytics 101. Some people say data, some people say data. I don't know. Art of Hospitality, Polished Professional Ethics and Etiquette, and Customer Satisfaction Journey. All of these things are so important to businesses to make sure that their companies run more efficiently. So they want the properly skilled people on these jobs. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you know somebody who who's seeking out furthering their knowledge, their education, they must give InfoSec a call. Let me give the phone number: 827-8680. 827-8680. These are online courses. And you get your certificates after you finish, of course, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So some of the frequently asked questions were: are these courses tailored corporate training? Do they offer that tailored corporate training? And the answer is yes, a definite yes. The program also offers custom training solutions for organizations. Some of the clients include NHI, SBDC, Albany Bahamas, Sea Grape, and NTA. The professionalism is all wrapped up right inside inside their motto, and their motto is building skills, building futures. So for more information to enroll, you want to visit them online at www.infosecinc.bahamas.com. One more time, infosecinc.bahamas.com, or you call them at 827-8680. That's 827-8680. Give them a call. Wonderful people. I know one of the instructors, I'm not going to call her name or anything. She's a very good friend of mine, and we grew up in the same neighborhood. And just like yourself, like I said, she's very involved with individuals who like to further their education. It's so important. It's a competitive market out there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be left behind. And when you have something like this at your fingertips, 827-8680, that's InfoSec Inc. Bahamas, and go check them out. I got these favorite things that so many people always ask about. I'm gonna let you hold this one, the oats. Shanique Miller does a great job talking about oats. She knows all the benefits of it. Shanique Miller, take it away.
It's fantastic. Soluble. Listen, it's fantastic. Listen, I like to experiment with oats.
Yes.
You know, because we all know about having a good hot mug or bowl of oats. So just have a good time with whatever you want your toppings to be.
Right.
Nuts,
berries,
bananas.
Almonds.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Wow, that's good. That's different.
You never heard about that?
Never heard about that, but that's good.
Yeah, some like flax seeds, chia seeds. Because if you want to increase your fiber, your omega-3s and all that, listen, this is fantastic. So for baking, obviously enjoying a hot bowl of cereal, whatever you want, and then cereal could be dinner as well. Good oats for dinner.
Definitely.
It's really awesome.
And your cholesterol level.
It's filling, and I'll tell you this right here is good energy. So you know food is energy.
Definitely.
So because of the carbohydrates in it as well, it can fuel the body. So you can have a little bit of oats, even make biscuits out of it before you go to work out, for example.
Yes.
That way you have that energy to really go in the gym and get things
So you
done.
eat your oats in the morning or in the evening or sometimes? Wow.
Anytime I want. I eat it in the form of a biscuit. I eat it in the form of hot cereal or whatever it is.
Yeah, some people say they eat them every day. I kind of like go every 2 or 3 days. I'm still a newbie.
Still getting there.
Yeah, still getting there.
But oats are very good. And you can
the
have
taste
them
is good
in so many forms.
Yes,
really.
and that's Tasty by Instant Oats, and that is really good. I give it to my mom and my uncles and so forth, and we're trying to get even the younger people in the family.
It's necessary.
Yes, definitely. It's great for individuals, like I said, to reduce their cholesterol and also to lose weight. Like I said, I had a client before. Yes. She uses this as a mask.
Yeah, it's a beauty product. It's in soaps and so many. Oats is so versatile that it's amazing. But the health benefits, you all know it. It hasn't changed over the years. So get this instead of that sugary.
You definitely said it right. Yeah. So that's Tasty by Instant Oats, and also from the same company, you are going to try Tasty Buy's basmati rice. Now, basmati rice is Indian rice. You are familiar with that, and it can be found at all of your food stores, Super Value, and you almost caused me to say something else. The companies where they're around. You can also find it at Centerville Terrace. That's a Centerville Food Store, Cotton Tree Convenience Store, that's Bernard Road, Courtesy Supermarket, that's Carmichael Road, JCF Supermarket, East Street, Meat Max, Carmichael Road, Super Value Stores, like I said, Quality Supermarkets, EL Roll Supermarket, North Andros. You see how much
they're all over.
This program, I don't want people to think that I'm just saying this. This program allows businesses and individuals, just like someone who's right here right now, to get the word out, because I meet so many people wherever I go, and they said, Ian, I like when you come on Beyond the Headlines, but please tell Shanique Miller, we don't miss one night.
No,
it's
I
information,
appreciate-
it's
yeah.
informative,
Yeah.
and it's entertaining.
I
You know,
thank
you
you
have
for
a
saying
wonderful
that, because
cast of people who you
absolutely.
bring on,
Yeah.
and you do an incredible job.
I
And
thank you
people
all for
just
watching.
yes,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
just love. People just love coming here. Just love coming here, yes, too, and love to go home and relax and be informed
Yeah.
with all these wonderful things. But like I said, before I came on, I was doing my own little research, and I did not know. They told me that people who have dietary restrictions, they love this rice because it's high in fiber. So you individuals who are dealing with diabetes, and you say, you know what, I've stayed away from rice for a long time, this rice is ideal for you, this basmati rice, and it's everywhere. I had a lady call me like about 5 times last week. She said, I was in Super Value, I couldn't find it. I said, maybe they were out of it. And I said, if you can't find it in the superstore, in a supermarket that you go to, or a convenience store, when you get inside there, you ask the buyers, the people who are in charge of stocking, hey, listen, I want that rice, and can you please try bring it in? But like I just said, I named all those places. It's basically everywhere, and I want you guys to take advantage of it. This is what I wanted to say. This basmati rice, I just Googled this, is generally considered better choice than white rice due to their lower glycemic index and high in fiber content, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. So, like I said, diabetics, this is ideal for you. You don't have to be afraid of rice anymore. You can go ahead and check them out. So that's Tasty Buys Instant Oats. You see where the package where it comes in, and Tasty Buys basmati rice.
Not to mention, if you love jasmine rice and you have that taste so wonderful and flavorful, then this also is quite flavorful. Really nice.
It's not your traditional rice. It's authentic Indian rice, and it can be paired with sushis and curries and stir fries, spices, tender meats and veggies, all these wonderful things. If you want to be a reseller of any of these products, please give them a call and say, hey, listen, can we meet and try to figure out how we can get this in our store? The number is 677-5038. 677-5038. 677-5038. Now, they're not going to do a one drop off to someone's house, so you individuals know. This is, you're going to find these in the stores that I mentioned, and that number is for individuals who have stores and they want to carry the product. Once again, Tasty Buys basmati rice and Tasty Buys the instant oats, and the phone number is 677-5038. Wonderful, wonderful products, and I want you guys to take that so you can stay healthy and remain healthy. Also, a lot of people have been asking me, Ian Thomas, the massage gun, where can I get it from? You can give me a call, Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, and you can get this massage gun. Shanique Miller, try it.
So you didn't bring the one with the round tip?
No, I brought this one now so you can get your neck and everything.
For your neck.
Yeah, you can get that. So if you want to get yourself and yes, and have yourself a nice time getting rid of those aches and pains. I know Shanique Miller, she is a person who loves to exercise and everything. So when she comes back, she might have some sore muscles. She doesn't need to wait on someone to give her a massage or go and book her spa day. She can just stay at home and massage herself. Sometimes I'm sitting at home watching Beyond the Headlines, and I'm watching it, and I'm just giving myself a nice massage.
And you're massaging?
Yeah, I'm massaging myself, my back.
That quick few seconds is so relaxing.
Yeah, man,
really
definitely.
Makes a
It's wonderful. It comes with about 7 or 9 different heads, and it has about maybe about 7 different speeds. Some have 5, 6, 7 different speeds, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing for yourself or a great gift. Now that's only $149. You give me a call, Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, at 552-0212. If you want to turn it off, it's at the bottom. The number is 552-0212. Get yourself. That's a wonderful gift for yourself, like I said, or your mom or your dad or anybody who might be dealing with aches and pains, and maybe who does a lot of physical stuff, come home from work, get that. Also, I want to let you guys know about the compression knee bands. Compression knee bands. If you like I said, once again, you're outside, you're exercising, and you want to go ahead and protect your knees and so forth, or you might be dealing with an old injury. The knee band is so good. These are $30 for one. You can get of course, you get a pair. You get a pair for no. You know what they're going to do? $25 for one, and a pair is going to be for $55. $55. That makes sense? No, $30 for one, a pair for $55. Whatever. I'm going to give you a great deal on it. You're going to have it. One thing that people don't realize is that once cartilage goes, it never grows back. You know that?
Yes.
Or do you know that?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have problems in your knees or in your ankles, we have knee bands and ankle bands.
And oftentimes, even a replacement doesn't work.
Oh my goodness. So many people are talking about going to those foreign countries, I'm not going to name them, to go and get these maybe questionable surgeries. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you might be experiencing any pain, go ahead and get yourself the knee band or a compression knee band or the compression ankle band. It's going to save you so much in pain-wise. Also, if you're looking to have a birthday party, a wedding shower, or any of those, a christening or anything, there's a wonderful place in the East. It's up there in Twynham in the East. It's a wonderful place for you to have a birthday party or any type of event. It's outside, a beautiful pool, wonderful veranda, ample space, ample parking. It's $175 an hour. You can have whatever type of event that you want there. Of course, no paid events. But give me a call, Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. Throw your birthday party, like I said, christening, showers, all the different showers. Have a nice party for the kids around the pool or in the pool. Give me a call. I'm going to tell you about all those things. Once again, I had a great time here with you, Shanique Miller, tonight. You had a wonderful show, just as you always do.
Yes.
And I just wanted to tell you, continue doing what you're doing. The people out there, the word on the street is you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll tell you, you went viral on this show, and you weren't even on the show. That's just what the show does. So I don't see how you didn't bring that little box. But anyways, yes. Ian Thomas, thank you so much. Of course, Ian, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. Give him a call, get a hold of some of this stuff, and also any information you may have missed. Certainly give him a call. I want to thank my guests tonight, Lincoln Bain at the top of tonight's show, Ellington Ferguson in our second segment, and of course, Direct Marketers, Ian Thomas. And I want to thank all of you this evening for tuning in. Certainly enjoyed having you along, and look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Make it a great evening, everyone.